What is good, everybody? It's D Brown Shanhan, and in the midst of doing our NBA 2K11 series, I'm trying to continue to involve NBA 2K20 in the channel without having to force gameplay, because when I try to force gameplay, it just doesn't come out good. The video's not entertaining. So what we're doing today is something I've been thinking about for a while. I want to talk about some of the animations in this game that I hate, and I know some of y'all hate them too. And it's inevitable that I'm gonna miss some of the animations that y'all think should be on the list. So whatever I don't say and you feel like it should be on the list, make sure you leave it in the comments, as well as supporting the video if you enjoy it with a like. So with all that being said, let's get right into it. The first animation on the list, I know y'all gonna love this one. It's the Pro Hop, bruh. For any slasher who can get past his man, I will tell you his favorite way to finish. He likes to go past his man, pro hop through that lane, straight into a dunk. It's one of those moves that are really effective and also really easy to do, but it doesn't even have to be a dunk. It's still effective for layups and hopping in the lane, drawing attention, and then pump faking bigs to death for a kick out, or however you want to use it. It's just when you see when a slasher is coming through and it's like it's a bona fide slasher, I've seen people get baptized with contact dunks out of pro hops, and I'm not complaining. I'm not saying it's unrealistic, or I'm not even really complaining about it. I'm just saying most of the people who I know when they're playing against slashers and slashers are doing their thing, hopping through the lane, Euro and all of that stuff, the first thing I hear is, all slashers do is rim run and pro hop through the paint every time. And to be real, it's not just slashers that this move works for. It pretty much works for everybody. It's just most effective when slashers do it. And I guess now would be the right time to mention that this list is things that 2K players hate when it happens to them. I'm pretty sure we all love the pro hop when we're the ones doing it, getting contact dunks out of it. But when it happens to you, it's a little bit different, you know? And moving on to the next animation, this one is kind of weird, and it's wild that it's still even in the game. And it's kind of a variation of the first one. But you ever been guarding someone in 2K20, right? They hit you with a Euro step, but because you were playing good defense, you had good position and everything, they don't just slide right past you. It gives you a contact animation on their Euro. But then somehow they take another 2 steps? And I can hear the jokes already. D Brown, they don't call traveling the NBA, so that just means it's realistic. Okay, Chappelle, we get it. You're hilarious. I got it. And it's so infuriating because it never, not once have I seen it called as a travel. It never gets called. And sometimes they get a foul on it. You took 4 steps and I stayed there the whole time and they didn't call it on you, but I fouled you. And let it be an and one, bro. I would just lose it. And they even do it with the beloved pro hop. So the move that I was just talking about, people cheesing, imagine that same move, but twice. So how am I supposed to guard a man when he's allowed to use 4 steps once he picks up his dribble, and he's allowed to use the 2007 LeBron crab dribble? Make it make sense. And this one is really great. This animation is one of my favorites, bro. When the green animation triggers on a slightly early or slightly late, and so you just assume that it's gonna be good, even though it wasn't green. He did the green celebration, so it must be going in, right? Now I'm sitting here thinking that my slightly early was actually supposed to be a green, but the game is just showing me. I can see if there was a button to trigger your animation, but it just happens randomly. So I'm just like, why is it even in the game? The only thing this does is just confuse me. When it happens, I'm just like what was that? I don't know why I'm just now thinking of this, but I literally should just call it the Nick Young animation. It's perfect, the Nick Young animation. But moving on from the Nick Young animation, the next animation we're gonna talk about is when your gather is a dunk gather, right? We know what the dunk gather looks like. The legs move a certain way, the way the player starts winding up like he's about, he winds up like he's about to explode. I hope y'all can hear that. I hope y'all can hear that, bro. I'm telling you, these dudes be compensating, bro. But anyway, when your dunk gather is changed into a layup that has no chance of going in because of the animation they give you. And the reason it happens is because your stamina was too low for them to let you finish your dunk. So to all my guys out there that hate this with a passion, you hate your initial dunk ons that get changed into layups, the solution to this is stamina saving badges like Relentless Finisher and handles for days. But that still, even still with that, you can run Hall of Fame on both of those. But guess what? If that stamina ain't over half, you think you about to dunk on something? No, bro. Guess what? Smoke City. The next animation we're going to be talking about is when you're playing a multiplayer game mode. It could be the park or triple threat online. I think it even happens in like Rec and Pro-Am. But y'all know how there are some people who choose to do that charge cheese like we still in NBA 2K13 or something. It still works a little bit in this game, but not like how it used to. But when somebody manages to catch you with one of those mid-court charge cheeses, this funky little animation happens that has your player falling over like a klutz, losing the ball. They don't call the play dead, so it's a live ball Your dude is just standing there or laying there, depending on which animation you get, like an idiot, just standing there, not attempting to chase after the ball, not doing nothing, just sitting there stuck in an animation, which results in a turnover. And I'm not even mad at the charge cheese, because if you get got with the charge cheese more than once, let's be real, that's on you. You need to stop rim running and you need to pay attention. But my thing is, give us a regular charge animation that results in a dead ball instead of my dude just falling on the ground, it being a live ball, his man picking the ball up and getting what is going to be the easiest 2 points of his day. And also, I'm a little bit guilty of charge cheesing, but whatever. Moving on. The next thing on the list is my team specific. It's not really an animation, but it's something like that because the game does it on its own, you know? At least if you don't prevent it. But that thing is, the off-ball bot crashes to bring help side, leaving his man open, not only for a 3, but a corner 3 every single time. Every time a man drives to the lane. And people tend to abuse this when you're playing good on-ball defense and they can't just run past you and it's a struggle for them to get to the rack. And right as they get like a slither of it look like they might be able to get to the rack, what's your bot doing? Your bot come flying from the corner, bringing a double team like we the bad boy Pistons. And it's a guy in the corner open. And the way to counter this is to just switch to the bot defender right before he's about to crash and try and bait the steal, or just make sure that he doesn't leave that player over there so you can get a good contest. But there should be a way to tell my team not to give up 3 points every time somebody tries to drive the ball. It should be something in the game that lets you do that. And very last but not least, this one wasn't even supposed to be in the video, but I just thought about it as I'm recording it. It's not an animation, but boy, do you smoke a lot of layups in this game. Am I bugging? Have y'all been feeling this same thing? If somebody is just like, let somebody be attempting to chase you down and they get like just a couple feet within proximity of you, that thing is liable to bounce off the rim and clank out on a fast break. But that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. That one's just a little annoying to me. Maybe I just don't time my layups right, I don't know. But that's all I got for y'all today, man. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and turn on the bell notifications. I'll see y'all boys with a new 2K11 video tomorrow. But as always, I'm D Brown Shanghai, and I'm up out of here, man.